Today, we delve into the heartbreaking stories of royal mothers throughout history. The relentless cycle of royal motherhood. Imagine this, you're 6 months pregnant and still looking after 23 children. This was the reality for many royal women in history. For centuries, royal women weren't just expected to have children, they were baby-making machines, trapped on a relentless treadmill of pregnancy and loss. Their value was measured almost entirely by their wombs. Married off as teenagers, they faced a brutal cycle. Conceive, give birth, hand the baby to nurses, recover just enough, and then back to the royal bedchamber to start all over again. Mumtaz Mahal, Love and Loss. Born in 1593 to Persian nobles, Mumtaz Mahal married the future emperor Shah Jahan at 19. While Shah Jahan had 2 other political wives, fathering 1 child with each as duty demanded, his heart belonged only to Mumtaz. He saw her as the most beautiful and virtuous woman alive. She wasn't just his wife, she was his closest advisor, traveling with him everywhere, even on military campaigns. He spoiled her with incredible riches and the highest salary ever given to a Mughal empress. Together, they had 14 children, but only 7 lived to adulthood. Among them were the influential Jahanara Begum and Aurangzeb, who would one day become emperor. Mumtaz's final childbirth was a nightmare. After 30 agonizing hours delivering her 14th child, Gohar, she bled to death. Heartbroken, Shah Jahan poured his grief into building the magnificent Taj Mahal as her tomb. He was buried beside her 27 years later. Queen Charlotte, a mother's sacrifice, born a German princess in 1744 and Britain's first known queen with distant African ancestry, Charlotte married King George III at 17. Surprisingly, they adored their quiet family life together far more than royal parties. Charlotte wasted no time having her first child, future King George IV, within a year of the wedding. Over the next 21 years, she delivered 15 children. Queen Charlotte hated being constantly pregnant. While expecting her 14th child, she wrote desperately about her struggles, yet she loved her children deeply. Tragically, her young sons, Alfred and Octavius, died of smallpox, but the rest survived to adulthood. Charlotte fiercely protected her daughters, delaying their marriages and focusing on their education, ensuring they were spared from constant pregnancies. Eleanor of Aquitaine, Strength in Adversity. This Spanish princess, named after her famous great-grandmother, Eleanor of Aquitaine, married the future King Edward I of England when she was just 13. Edward was a fierce warrior, but at home he was a devoted husband. Eleanor was incredibly tough, traveling constantly with Edward on harsh military campaigns while bearing 16 children. Tragically, many of her children died young. Her 6th child, Eleanor, was the first to survive to adulthood. Disaster struck when her only living son, Alfonso, died of illness at age 10. Eleanor endured one final pregnancy, and her last child, Edward, survived to become King Edward II. Eleanor caught malaria and died at 48, leaving King Edward heartbroken. Maria Theresa, the political empress. Born in 1717, Maria Theresa became Holy Roman Empress. At 19, she married Stephen, Duke of Lorraine, but faced his infidelity. Despite this, she held real power while delivering 16 children in just 19 years. Maria Theresa used her surviving children as political pawns, arranging powerful marriages across Europe. Smallpox, haunted her family, but she championed the new inoculation for her offspring. Her children included Ferdinand and Marie Antoinette, Queen of France. Maria Theresa's life was a balance of love, loss, and political strategy. Queen Maria Carolina, a legacy of duty. Marie Carolina inherited her mother's astonishing baby-making ability. She was terrified of marriage, believing it was cursed. Nonetheless, she gave birth to 17 children, though only 7 survived to adulthood. As Napoleon invaded, the family fled to Austria. Tragically, Maria Carolina was found dead at 62, never seeing her husband's return or Napoleon's defeat. Anne, the heartbreak of loss. Born in 1665, Anne married Prince George of Denmark at 18. Their life became a heartbreaking story of loss. Over 16 years, Anne endured 18 pregnancies, losing every child to miscarriage, stillbirth, or early death. Her beloved pride and joy, Prince William, died at 11. Doctors believe Anne suffered from a condition that made it nearly impossible for her babies to survive. A heartbreaking thought. Darajan Dadiani. The record holder, born in 1738, Darajan was married off at just 12 years old to the future King Heraclius II. Over the next 30 years, Queen Darajan delivered an astonishing 23 children, with 13 surviving to adulthood. After a failed coup attempt, she was imprisoned. When her husband died, Russia intervened, ending 1,000 years of her dynasty. Darajan spent her final years in St. Petersburg, dying in 1807 at age 69. The weight of royal duty, these queens weren't just mothers, they were dynastic warriors, enduring physical and emotional extremes most of us can't fathom. Their wombs were battlefields, their children both their greatest loves and their most valuable political tools in a brutal, high-stakes game of thrones. Their stories are shocking, heartbreaking, and a powerful reminder of the crushing weight of royal duty.